Have you ever wondered why she suddenly pulled away when everything seemed perfect? Why the woman who once looked at you with admiration now barely notices you're in a room? Why silence has replaced the laughter and distance has crept into what used to feel like magic? You're not alone. Every man at some point faces this moment of confusion where nothing looks wrong, but something definitely feels wrong. And the worst part? She won't say it. You can feel it, but you can't fix what you can't see. Here's the hard truth. She's emotionally checking out, and it's not always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, subtle, hidden in plain sight. And by the time most men realize it, it's already too late. But not for you. Not today. Because in this video, I'm going to reveal the 7 silent signs a woman shows when she's emotionally detaching from you. These are the red flags she'll never say out loud, but her actions will scream them if you know how to read them. And more importantly, I'll show you how to respond, not with panic, but with calm, clarity, and confidence. By the end of this video, you'll understand what she's truly feeling and what you could do next to either reconnect or let go with strength. So stick around and don't just watch. Hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below telling me the sign that hit home the most. Let's dive in. Number 1, the power of first impressions. Don't try to impress. Stir emotion instead. Most men walk into a conversation like it's an audition. They tell flashy stories, highlight their achievements, crack jokes, hoping to win her over with charm and credentials. But a high-value man approaches it differently. He doesn't try to impress her. He doesn't perform. Instead, he creates a moment. He stirs something in her, an emotion, a subtle curiosity, a sense of presence. He walks in calm, grounded. He smiles, not the forced, nervous kind, but the quiet confidence of someone who doesn't need to prove anything. He looks her in the eye, not with hunger, but with warmth and certainty. And when he speaks, his words are simple, yet sincere. Something like, "Hey, you seem like the kind of woman who lights up a room without even trying." It's not a pickup line. It's a feeling. And that's what she remembers. Because at the end of the day, women don't fall for the facts you share. They fall for how they feel in your presence. And if she feels seen, safe, and stirred, even just a little, she'll want to know more. Not because you chased her, but because you sparked something real. Number 2, emotional safety, more powerful than physical attraction. It's easy to think that looks are everything. That muscle, status, or being alpha is what draws a woman in and keeps her. But here's the truth most men overlook. If she doesn't feel emotionally safe around you, none of that matters. Emotional safety doesn't mean being soft or overly accommodating. It means being stable, present, predictable in the best way. It means you're not easily shaken when she tests you, or when life throws chaos your way. A high-value man isn't reactive. He doesn't snap when challenged or retreat when things get uncomfortable. He listens without needing to fix. He speaks without needing to dominate. He creates space for her to express herself fully, without fear of judgment or rejection. And when a woman senses that she can be vulnerable around you, something shifts. Her guard drops. Her trust deepens. And suddenly you become more than just attractive. You become magnetic. Because while many men can turn her head for a moment, the man who makes her feel safe captures her heart for the long run. Number 3, the power of presence. Your undivided attention is rare and irresistible. Most men are physically there, but mentally scattered. They're checking their phones, scanning the room, thinking of what to say next. They're present in body, but absent in energy. And women feel it instantly. A high-value man, on the other hand, brings his full presence. He doesn't just hear, he listens. He doesn't just look, he sees. When you're truly present with a woman, you create a rare kind of intimacy, the kind where she feels like the only person in the world at that moment. No gimmicks, no smooth lines, just your focus, your attention, your calm. It's in the way you hold eye contact, not to intimidate, but to connect. It's in the way you pause before responding, because you're not reacting, you're considering. It's in the way you're not trying to steer the conversation to impress, but to understand. In a world starving for real connection, presence is power. And for a woman, your presence becomes a signal. This man isn't trying to take something from me. He's here with me. That alone makes you unforgettable. Number 4, emotional safety, more powerful than physical attraction. Most men think attraction is about looks, status, or money. And sure, those things might open a door. But what truly makes a woman stay, what makes her feel, is emotional safety. It's not about agreeing with everything she says. It's not about fixing her problems or playing the nice guy. It's about being the kind of man who can hold space for her thoughts, her fears, even her silence. A high-value man doesn't get defensive when she expresses emotion. He doesn't shut down when she's upset. He remains grounded like a lighthouse in a storm. Because here's the truth. Women are deeply intuitive. They notice when a man gets uncomfortable with emotional intensity. They feel it when a man can't handle vulnerability, his or hers. But when you stay calm, listen without judgment, and validate her feelings without trying to control or solve them, she relaxes. She feels seen, heard, and safe. That's when real intimacy begins. And that's when you become more than just attractive. You become irreplaceable. Number 5, the power of walking away, not as a game, but as self-respect. A high-value man knows when to stay, but more importantly, he knows when to walk away, not to manipulate, not to punish, but to protect his peace. Most men cling to relationships out of fear of being alone, fear of losing her, fear that they won't find better. And that fear makes them chase, over-explain, over-give. It makes them compromise their dignity just to keep her attention. But women can sense that desperation. And nothing kills attraction faster than a man who can't walk away from what disrespect him. A man of value doesn't need to slam doors or make dramatic exits. He simply detaches, quietly, firmly, without needing her validation, because he knows his worth. He knows that a woman who truly sees him will meet him where he stands, not make him crawl. And when a woman sees a man who's willing to walk away, not out of ego, but out of principle, she pays attention. She might even follow. Because deep down, every woman wants a man who chooses her, but doesn't need her. Number 6, a man who leads with presence, not pressure. There's a quiet strength in a man who doesn't need to force anything. He walks into a room, and instead of trying to dominate it, he owns his space with calm awareness. He's fully present, not scanning for validation, not performing, just being. This presence is magnetic. Women feel it immediately. It's in how he listens without interrupting, how he pauses before he speaks, how his energy says, "I'm here with you," not "I need something from you." Most men chase attention. They flood conversations with nervous jokes, over-explaining, or subtle begging for approval. But presence is different. Presence says, "I value myself enough to be still." It shows emotional control, maturity, and security, the things that trigger trust at a primal level. And here's the truth. When a man leads with presence instead of pressure, women lean in. They open up. They feel safe. And in that safety, attraction grows. Because a woman doesn't fall for a man who overwhelms her. She falls for a man who makes her feel grounded, seen, and subtly challenged, all without ever raising his voice. The man who leads with presence doesn't chase. He invites. Number 7, emotional security trumps physical attraction. While physical attraction can spark initial interest, it's emotional security that sustains it. A man who can remain composed in the face of challenges, who doesn't let his emotions control him, is the one who truly draws a woman in. When a man exhibits emotional security, he is someone a woman can trust to be steady, calm, and supportive. This doesn't mean being stoic to the point of indifference. It means being in control of your emotions, especially in difficult situations. Whether it's staying calm during a disagreement or reassuring her when life feels uncertain, this emotional grounding is what makes a man truly attractive in the long run. Why is emotional security so important? Because women crave stability in relationships. They want to feel safe emotionally, mentally, and even physically. A man who offers emotional stability can handle the ups and downs of life without letting them erode his composure. This doesn't mean never showing vulnerability or weakness. It means that despite challenges, a man remains steadfast, offering a consistent, calm presence. And when a woman feels a consistency, it forms a deep bond that surpasses surface-level attraction. Number 8. Mastering the art of listening without fixing. In relationships, one of the most valuable skills a man can have is the ability to listen without immediately jumping into problem-solving mode. Most men, by nature, want to fix things. It's an instinctive response when they see someone in distress, especially someone they care about. But when it comes to communication with a woman, the act of listening can be more powerful than offering solutions. Women often don't want solutions right away. They want to feel heard and understood. When a woman opens up about her day, her frustrations, or her feelings, she's looking for validation, not necessarily a fix. A high-value man knows how to listen attentively, make eye contact, and give her space to express herself fully without interrupting or offering solutions prematurely. This level of active listening creates a safe emotional environment where both partners can connect on a deeper level. It shows maturity, empathy, and respect for her experience. By listening without trying to fix, you're giving her the freedom to process her thoughts, which in turn strengthens the bond between you. When a man listens without jumping to conclusions, he not only nurtures a relationship, but also demonstrates that he values her thoughts and emotions. And that is one of the most attractive qualities a man can have. Number 9, emotional safety, more than just physical attraction. Physical attraction may bring two people together initially, but it's emotional safety that keeps a relationship strong over time. A high-value man understands that his actions, words, and presence can either build or break emotional trust. He creates a space where his partner feels secure enough to be vulnerable, express her fears, dreams, and insecurities without fear of judgment or dismissal. Emotional safety means being consistent in your behavior, maintaining honesty, and showing vulnerability. When a woman feels emotionally safe, she is more likely to open up and connect on a deeper level. She doesn't have to second-guess your intentions or worry about emotional volatility. Instead, she knows that she can rely on you to be steady, supportive, and understanding. For a high-value man, emotional safety is not about avoiding conflict. It's about how he handles challenges. It's about maintaining respect even in the heat of disagreement, and always striving to create an environment where both partners feel valued and cared for. When emotional safety is established, physical attraction deepens. The emotional connection strengthens the foundation of the relationship, allowing for lasting intimacy and trust. Number 10, the power of silence, mastering the art of calm. A high-value man understands the profound power of silence in any interaction. Silence doesn't mean awkwardness or avoiding confrontation. It's the art of being present without needing to fill every moment with words. This calm demeanor speaks volumes, showing confidence, composure, and self-assuredness. When a man chooses silence over unnecessary chatter, it signals that he doesn't need validation or approval from others. He is comfortable in his own skin and doesn't rely on constant verbal interaction to feel worthy or in control. Silence creates space for a deeper connection to form, allowing both individuals to reflect, listen, and absorb what's being shared without distraction. In relationships, silence is especially powerful. It's a way of showing that you are truly present with the person in front of you, without the need to perform or entertain. Instead of rushing to fill gaps in conversation, a high-value man is comfortable allowing space for his partner to speak her mind or simply enjoy a peaceful moment together. Moreover, silence is also a form of control. It's a way of demonstrating that you are not reactive, but rather intentional in how you respond to situations. When you can maintain your calm and remain silent, you command respect. This, in turn, makes you more attractive because you are seen as someone who is not easily swayed by external forces or emotions. By mastering the art of silence, you create an aura of mystery, strength, and emotional maturity that makes you even more appealing in the eyes of others. To sum up everything we discussed today, the high-value man isn't defined by the flashy things he does or the number of words he speaks. Instead, his value comes from his ability to be present, purposeful, and emotionally in control. He doesn't need to prove himself to anyone. His confidence isn't about boasting or seeking validation. It's about quietly exuding strength and emotional maturity in every situation. From making powerful first impressions by evoking emotions rather than seeking to impress, to mastering the art of silence, a high-value man knows that less is often more. He doesn't try to overwhelm or dominate the conversation. Instead, he offers his attention, his focus, and his calm presence. This is what attracts the right people into his life. And this is what makes him stand out from the crowd. In today's fast-paced world, where distractions are endless and conversations are often shallow, these qualities are rare. Yet, they are exactly what are needed to foster deep, meaningful connections, whether in friendships, romantic relationships, or even in professional settings. Being a high-value man is not about perfection. It's about purpose, calm, and control. So, how can you start applying these insights in your own life today? First, take the time to practice being present in every moment, whether with your friends, a romantic partner, or even in business. Stop trying to impress people and start creating genuine emotional connections. Silence can be your ally. Use it to your advantage to reflect, to listen, and to control your emotions. I challenge you to start applying these principles this week. Be more mindful in your interactions. Embrace silence when needed, and notice the difference it makes in your relationships and your overall sense of inner peace. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below sharing your thoughts. I'd love to hear how you plan on applying these insights in your own life. Also, feel free to share this video with friends who might find it valuable. And remember, the journey toward becoming a high-value man doesn't happen overnight, but by taking small steps every day, you'll see profound changes. So, I encourage you to join our community and continue on this path together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.